Jambo. Welcome, everyone. So, when you think of Kenya, what comes to mind? Majestic lions, sprawling savannas. Maybe that scene from The Lion King where they hold up the baby lion. But here's the thing. While the wildlife is incredible, there's a whole other side to Kenya that is just as wild, just as vibrant, and maybe even more surprising. I'm talking about its cities. We're about to go on a whirlwind tour, a safari of a different kind through the urban jungles of Kenya. Forget everything you think you know, because we're diving deep into the concrete canyons and bustling streets. This isn't your standard, boring travel guide. No. We're calling this series Fast Facts, Big Impact, because we're serving up the kind of information that makes you go, wait, really? We're going to hit you with quick, mind-blowing insights that completely change how you see these places. It's like speed dating, but with cities. You get the most interesting parts right away, without having to sit through awkward small talk about the weather. Each city has a story, a secret identity that you won't find in a typical brochure. So, buckle up. All right, let's kick things off with the big one, the capital, Nairobi. Nairobi is nicknamed the Green City in the Sun. It sounds like a place where everyone just chills and photosynthesizes. But there's another name for it. They call it the Silicon Savannah. While California has Silicon Valley, East Africa has Nairobi, a booming, pulsating hub of technological innovation. It's a place where the hustle is digital. This isn't just a city with a few internet cafes. We pioneered mobile money with M-Pesa, a system so revolutionary people elsewhere are still figuring it out. Kenya saw the future of banking, make it fit in your pocket. Tech incubators, venture capitalists, software developers, apps and solutions changing lives across the continent. Innovation isn't confined to one corner of the world. A national park sits on the city's edge. 1 minute you're in a traffic jam, the next watching a giraffe. But the real wildlife might be the coders and entrepreneurs, building the future on red earth and relentless ambition. A city of contrasts. Tradition and hypermodernity. Tradition, hypermodernity. That's a beautiful, chaotic thing to see. From the high-altitude hustle of Nairobi, we're taking it down to sea level. Let's head to the coast, to the legendary port city of Mombasa. Stepping into Mombasa is like stepping into a time machine. This isn't a city that was built yesterday. Its story is written in the salt-laced air and the weathered stones of its buildings. The heart of this city is its old town, a labyrinth of narrow, winding streets. You can feel the history seeping out of the walls. This place has been a crossroads for centuries. It's seen traders from Persia, Oman, Portugal, India, Britain. They didn't just come to trade spices and ivory, they left a piece of themselves behind. And you see it everywhere. You'll find Arab dhows sailing in the same harbor as modern container ships. You'll see women in colorful Swahili lesos walking past buildings, intricately carved wooden doors that look like they belong in Zanzibar, next to a fort built by the Portuguese. It's not a melting pot. It's a mosaic, where every piece keeps its color but contributes to a stunning picture. The vibe here is completely different from Nairobi. The pace is slower, dictated by the rhythm of the tides and the call to prayer. The air is thick with humidity and the smell of cardamom and frying fish. It's a sensory overload in the best possible way. Mombasa reminds you that Kenya's identity isn't just one thing. It's a port city that has been global for longer than the word globalization has even existed. It's the ancient, wise soul of the nation, looking out at the Indian Ocean and remembering everything. Ready? Let's go. Okay, let's leave the ocean behind and head west, to the shores of Lake Victoria at sunrise. Here we find Kisumu, Kenya's third largest city. If Mombasa is the gateway to the Indian Ocean, Kisumu is the gateway to the heart of the continent. Its pulse is tied to the vast expanse of water beside it. This isn't just a city with a lake, it's a lake city. For generations, Kisumu has been a crucial hub for trade. Dhows on the water, ferries docking at port, connecting Kenya, connecting Uganda, connecting Tanzania, a vital economic artery, goods and people in motion. The lifeblood for many is fish. The fishing industry here is legendary. Mornings, fishermen hauling in the catch, Nile perch tilapia markets buzzing with raw, real energy. It's a cycle as old as the city. But Kisumu is also looking forward, resilience and optimism in everyday life, growing university scene, vibrant arts culture, a palpable sense of pride. Afternoon, hippos lazing near the shore. Yes, actual hippos just hanging out. And your evening at a club listening to the latest Benga music. Where the lake's rhythm meets the city's ambition. Kisumu, the calm, steady heartbeat of Western Kenya. Now we travel back inland into the Great Rift Valley, a geological wonder that splits the country in two. And nestled in this valley is Nakuru. Nakuru is a lovely, fast-growing city in its own right, a major agricultural hub for the region. But let's be honest, you can't talk about Nakuru without talking about its next-door neighbor, Lake Nakuru National Park. The city and the park are inseparable. Imagine living in a city where your backyard is a world-renowned wildlife sanctuary. You don't have to plan a huge safari. You can just decide on a Saturday morning. I think I'll go see some rhinos. And the star attraction? The flamingos. For years, Lake Nakuru was famous for the greatest bird spectacle on Earth. Millions, literally millions of pink flamingos would descend on the lake, creating a shimmering, moving carpet of pink that was just breathtaking. It was nature showing off in the most fabulous way possible. While the flamingo numbers have fluctuated in recent years due to changing water levels, the park is still a crucial sanctuary for black rhinos, white rhinos, Rothschild's giraffes, lions, leopards. So Nakuru is this unique place where urban development is happening right alongside world-class conservation. It's a constant reminder of the delicate balance between humanity and nature. It's a city that lives, breathes, and thrives in the shadow of incredible wilderness. In Nakuru, the call of the wild is never far away. From the valley floor, we now climb up into the highlands of Western Kenya to an altitude of over 2,000 meters. Welcome to Eldoret. This city might not have the skyline of Nairobi or the ancient history of Mombasa, but it produces something else. Champions specifically, long-distance running champions. If you've ever watched a major marathon, London, Boston, New York, Berlin, I guarantee you, the person who won was probably from, or at least trained in, this region. Eldoret is the undisputed capital of the running world. It's something in the air, or maybe the water. Or maybe it's the combination of high altitude, which helps the body produce more red blood cells, and a culture of running that is deeply ingrained. Here, running isn't just a hobby. It's a way of life. It's a path to glory, a way out of poverty, and a source of immense national pride. You'll see them everywhere. Groups of elite athletes gliding effortlessly along the red dirt roads in the early morning mist. The city itself is fueled by this athletic prowess. It's a hub for agriculture, yes, but its global identity is all about sport. All right, let's head a little closer back to the capital. Just a short drive from Nairobi lies a city that, for many Kenyans, brings one thing to mind: pineapples. Welcome to Thika. This place is an industrial and agricultural powerhouse. If Nairobi is the white-collar brain of Kenya, Thika is part of its blue-collar muscle, a place where things get made, grown, and distributed. It's a city built on work and, well, delicious tropical fruit. You can't miss it. As you approach Thika, you'll see them. Vast, endless plantations of spiky green pineapple plants stretching out to the horizon. This area is home to some of the largest pineapple producers in the world, like Del Monte. The scale of it is staggering. They're not just growing them for the local market. These pineapples are canned, juiced, and shipped all over the globe. So next time you crack open a can of pineapple chunks for your pizza, which is a controversial choice, I know, there's a good chance it started its journey right here in Thika. But Thika is more than just pineapples. Its proximity to Nairobi has made it a boomtown. Industries are flocking here, from car assembly plants to textile mills, creating jobs and driving growth. It's a city that perfectly illustrates the link between agriculture and industry. It shows how you can take what the land gives you and build something even bigger. Thika might not have the glamour of the coast or the athletic fame of the highlands, but it's a hardworking, essential part of the Kenyan economy. It's the sweet, industrious engine room. For our final stop, we're heading back to the stunning Kenyan coast, a little further north of Mombasa, to the beautiful town of Malindi. At first glance, Malindi is a classic tropical paradise. White sandy beaches, turquoise waters, palm trees swaying in the gentle ocean breeze. It's a postcard come to life. For decades, it's been a magnet for tourists seeking sun, sea, relaxation. But if you listen closely, you might hear something unexpected in that breeze. Ciao, Bella. That's right. Malindi has a completely unique cultural blend. It's a Swahili coastal town that has, over the years, become a home away from home for a huge Italian community. This isn't just a few tourists. We're talking about generations of Italians who have settled here, opening restaurants, hotels, and businesses. The result is a fascinating fusion. You can eat authentic, wood-fired Italian pizza for lunch and then have fresh Swahili-style grilled fish for dinner. You'll hear Italian being spoken as commonly as Swahili or English in the streets. This mix gives Malindi a flavor all its own. It's got the laid-back, historical charm of the Swahili coast, but with a dash of European flair. It's a place where cultures haven't just met. They've moved in together and started cooking. From the Vasco da Gama Pillar, marking the spot where European explorers first landed, to the modern beach resorts, Malindi is a town that embraces its complex history and its international present. It's the perfect place to just relax, eat amazing food, and soak in a cultural cocktail you won't find anywhere else. And there you have it. From the Silicon Savannah city of Champions ancient ports, pineapple powerhouses. We've just scratched the surface. Kenya is a country of incredible urban diversity. Each city has its own personality, its own rhythm, its own unique story to tell. It's a nation that is so much more than its wildlife, as spectacular as that is. It's a nation of innovators, athletes, historians, and entrepreneurs, all building their futures in these dynamic urban centers. The real story of a country is always found in its people, and these cities are where the heart of modern Kenya beats the loudest. So now I want to hear from you. Which of these cities surprised you the most? Is there one you're adding to your travel bucket list? Or maybe you're from Kenya and there's a cool fact about your city that I missed. Drop a comment below and let's talk about it. I want to know what you think, what you found fascinating. And of course, if you enjoyed this whirlwind tour and you want more fast facts, big impact from all corners of the globe, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button, ring that little bell so you don't miss a thing. We've got a whole world of surprising stories to share with you, and you won't want to miss the next trip. Thanks for watching. Travel safely and stay curious.